Hi guys, it's Nikki with One Blessed Homeschool Mess, and this is my channel. I've decided to document our journey of homeschool as our first year, and we are looking forward to continuing it if it works well for our family. And we are a homeschool family of one. We have a kindergartner, my daughter, and we're super excited to do this and have the opportunity to, due to COVID, to kind of really think about what we want for our kid. And it just so happens to be that we chose homeschool. So I hope that we are able to continue that and keep going if it works for us. So I thought I would just run by you kind of what our day looks like from the moment we wake up to, when we kind of stop school. We work better with a regimented routine, just to say, hey, we're starting, we're ending, and then we're done. So I know a lot of other people don't like to have a really strict routine or anything, but that works for us. So don't think you have to do the same thing. It's going to be whatever works best for your family. So here we go. Let's just get into the video. So this is our morning basket, and I'll make another video of what all is in that basket, but we do this every morning. So this is our homeschool space in our basement, and then every day we do our date. We write it out. We talk about the letter of the week, which I just do week, not by day, because then you can stretch it out to 26 weeks. So we're on week 2, so we're doing B, and then we do one number per day. Then I have her do the alphabet every morning with the sounds. Then we go through our number chart, and I have her count to 100. When we start doing by 2s and 5s and all that, then I'll just have her count down the rows. And then I have whatever new sight words that we're learning this week up on the board. And she's pretty good about doing that. And that way it's there for her as a visual, and then she can also practice. So these are all the words that we already know, and we know more than that. I just don't have cards for all of them. So I put up the ones that I do have, and then as we learn more, I'll add to the door, because this is a door. We haven't gotten into the sign language part. This is almost a little bit too babyish for her. She knows what the weather is, and she adds a number to our calendar as well, and then we count each day. So this is sort of very still unorganized, and I will get into a specific video on what all I have and stuff like that. And then I have a crate system with just different stuff that I have in there. And then for her curriculum, we are using the Good and the Beautiful, and then I have some extras as well. So we're doing Primer K for the Good and the Beautiful. So this is the Math Cake course book. This is the first book. I bought the PDF since everything is sold out, and then I bound it at Staples for I think $7. And it works, and yeah. So then she's doing Primer K because I want to make sure she's very well with her sounds and everything before we move on to level K. But again, this is the Good and the Beautiful. And then this is our math box with all the manipulatives that we need for that. And then this is just her space where she has everything she can possibly need for the day. So I created a weekly planner that I have Monday through Thursday, actually Friday, but we only school Monday through Thursday. So this is just stuff that I want to go over with her. It doesn't have to be, but this is for letter of the week. So I have copied her 4 of these, so she does this every day of the week for the whole week, just to really crisp how she writes them. Then we do a sight word and a sight word activity sheet, and then she has her number of the day. So tomorrow will be 6. And we have 2 sheets for that. And this I consider her homework. It's stuff she can do on her own, and she has until bedtime to do it. Put it on there. What shape is that?
Triangle.
So this is just a math lesson from The Good and the Beautiful. Oh, no. Okay. Let's just say that today's first day of homeschool was a flop. It wasn't the homeschool aspect of it. It wasn't the curriculum. It was her waking up at 6:30 and being crappy as heck today. And then after being like that, she didn't want to listen. She didn't want to follow direction. So we kind of just stopped, and it took a really long time to get to that point though, because she's like a perfectionist, so she wants to nail it. But yeah, today didn't go so great. Try again tomorrow. So I just wanted to come on here and demonstrate that this was our first day and it was a flop, but I was having my expectations really, really high, and I really need to lower them down and focus in on my kid and what the cues she's giving me. And I should have known so many things on to stop and take a pause and maybe not start that day. So our days are not going to be perfect. They're not going to be the same. And we have to kind of go with the flow and figure out what is best for our kid that day. We did end up having really good days after this point, so you just have to kind of take it day by day and figure out what works best for your family and not feel that you have to have such high expectations, especially on your very first day. Remember, we are a new homeschool family, so we're just kind of trying to figure out our new normal for us and a rhythm and whatever works for us. So just came on here to say it is not going to be perfect and to take your time and just go with the flow.
8 is not a vowel.
And is it upper or lowercase?
Lower.
And it's not a vowel, right?
No.
Okay, and what's next?
Oh
wait, what's the sound? Good job. Now what's next?
C.
Yeah, and what's the sound? Great. So this is just an extra that I added since we are learning about bugs right now. And this just helps her count and fill in the missing numbers that are there instead of just, doing the boring old counting on the board. It just kind of switches it up a little bit. So we did that instead of counting on our number chart today. Good job.
33, 34.
This is also a really, really fun activity to do with the kids. If you buy counting bears, you can find them on Amazon. I'll link the ones that we got below. But you can do so many different things, and you can find so many different sheets to print out of activities to do with these counting bears for all different grades and levels for your kids. Now remember, she's just in kindergarten, so she's just learning patterns and counting basic, and we're starting to incorporate rolling the dice and adding the amount into the oval there. So she loved doing this, so I can see this continuing in our future for a lot more different activity sheets, but again, I will link those below as well. Just a fun extra thing to do outside of the curriculum. So as you saw, that was like our routine. So we start with our alphabet and our sounds, and then we move on to the number chart, which looking back, I do realize that our number chart, we won't be able to go down by the rows. So if you noticed that too, I caught it. Anyways, so it takes us we do 2 lessons for the language arts curriculum, as it's the primer and they're really easy. And they're only 2 pages, and she's really into that. So we do that. We do 2 lessons. And then for math, we do 1 lesson, and then she gets to do whatever. And it takes us about a little over an hour to get all of that. I timed it today, and it was literally like an hour and 12 minutes. For kindergarten, you don't really want to go beyond that because their attention is just not there, and then it's likely that they won't be learning anymore. So So that's it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, you can feel free to leave them in the comments below, and I will try to answer each of your questions. Also, if you want to hit the subscribe button if you like what you saw today, and I will be coming up next with what will be in our morning basket. I have a few ideas that I'm going to be posting in the near future. So go ahead if you like this video and give it a like and subscribe, and make sure you turn your notifications on. Bye guys.